Welcome back to On Scene with MPD, another edition. We are live here at the Modesto Police Department. I am Sergeant Eric Schuler. With me tonight, my co-host, Gillian Schuler. And we're just excited to be here. Another wonderful night where we get to share with you some videos, some past incidents that have happened here within the city within the last couple of weeks. Those videos are not live, however, we are live here. So as always, we would encourage you to type in any questions that you have. We'd love to answer them. But I got to mention the socks that we're wearing.
Silly.
Very silly.
But very important.
Crazy Sock Day, Silly Sock Day, that's coming up March 21st in a couple of days. So we thought we'd kind of get ahead of the game and get these crazy socks on and share them with you. And it's all about raising awareness to Down syndrome. And that's going to be, again, March 21st. So get your silly socks ready to go. If you don't have any, great opportunity, great excuse to buy some, and you get to wear those on March 21st. We're wearing them a few days ahead of time because we thought we'd share those with you.
And as you can see, we love pugs. We have several videos tonight that we are going to show you guys. They consist of street racing, a robbery one, a high-risk traffic stop, a Catalytic converter theft one, and a stolen vehicle. Our first video tonight is a sergeant who was working patrol, and he witnessed two vehicles racing down McHenry and Briggsmore and made a stop on them. Let's check it out.
Adam 40 traffic.
Adam 40.
What are you doing?
I was just going to Wendy's.
Probation parole?
No.
Okay. When you race somebody, that's reckless driving. It's a misdemeanor. Stay in the vehicle. I'll be right back with you. Go and hop out.
Adam 40, clear valid.
Any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Can I have a check real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Put your hands up your head. Are those the keys to the car? Let me see them.
Adam 40, did you go?
Hey, firm, lemon 85, please. All right, have a seat on my bumper.
Silver.
Anything illegal in the car?
No, sir. You can check.
Okay. You want to do an inventory real quick? Thank you. Can't be driving like that. We get too many people killed on our streets, and I'm not gonna allow you to drive like that and get away with it. Okay? If there were two of us, I would have got the other guy too, because you guys were both racing each other. All right? So, like I said, you're gonna lose your car tonight, and we will go from there. And hopefully you learn a lesson. Are you the registered owner? Huh?
It's under my dad's name.
He's not going to be happy, huh?
I think he'll be fine. It's not bad.
It's a 30-day impound.
Do you know where they take it?
I will. I don't know right now. But you have to get a release from us, and it's a 30-day hold. So you'll have to pay for 30 days of it being in storage.
Do you know how much that is?
It'd probably be, I would guess, over $1,000. All right. So I'm going to give you a citation for misdemeanor speed contest. It's like I said, it's a misdemeanor, so instead of you going to jail, you have to go to the police department to get photographed and fingerprinted prior to your court date, which is listed on the citation, okay? Bring your citation with you. When you do that, that way they can look up the case number and put it all together, okay? I'm sorry?
Bring the citation
To the Modesto Police Department.
When would that be?
Just any time prior to your court date, okay? So that's in lieu of me arresting you. When we take you to jail, they take your photograph and your fingerprint there. Instead of doing that, I'm giving you this. You have to take care of that at the police department before court, okay?
Anytime before court?
Yep. All right. There's your citation. Court date is listed right here. I need you to sign inside the red box. Use your finger. It's not an admission of guilt, just a promise you'll take care of the citation, okay? You grabbed everything you needed out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll give you a half copy of your slip if you want to give him a couple minutes, and then you're free to leave.
Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, that was an interesting video. You know, street racing obviously is extremely dangerous, and that's why that sergeant was out there conducting that kind of enforcement. Because obviously speeding, car accidents, people are hurt often, and we want to avoid that. Not only in our city, but other counties, other cities. We've seen kind of a trend in street racing, and so we definitely want to avoid that, and that's why that officer was out there conducting that extra enforcement.
I don't think people understand either that it's obviously it's dangerous and it's costly. Get your car towed for 30 days is really expensive.
Right. You know, the traffic laws are there for a reason. Obviously, in this case, we're talking about speeding, excessive speeds, racing, you know, but also, you know, we can think about safety belts, using your handheld devices, you know, that's very distracting. So we take that very seriously at the Modesto Police Department because obviously, I think everybody, right, wants to avoid collisions, of course, wants to avoid getting pulled over by the police. So let's make sure we're following the law.
We have a few questions. We have one, someone was asking about what a community service officer does, and that is a non-sworn position here, and they handle what we call here cold calls, which is burglaries and vandalism when there's not a suspect on scene. They help with traffic control, they take traffic collisions, they help in our RTCC. They do a lot here, and periodically we have that position open when you can check at our Modesto Police Department for our employment.
Yeah, you know, we really do rely heavily on our community service officer staff, you know, and they've been working here for a long time. We've got a few currently in training right now, which is extremely exciting, going through the training program, but they're extremely beneficial to the citizens here in our community, also the police officers, because they do handle a lot of calls for service. They help out immensely. In fact, we even highlighted them in some of our previous virtual ride-along videos. So again, you know, those are always going to be available to watch and review again on Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can go and watch those. Obviously, you can rewatch tonight's. Again, we are live here tonight here at the Modesto Police Department. And, you know, CSOs, great job.
They help us tremendously.
Exactly right.
They do a lot of fingerprinting for us, booking evidence, so we definitely could use them. We also had someone asking about our 911, our dispatchers, and if we're hiring. Yeah,
so Stanislaus Regional 911 is currently the dispatch center that the Modesto Police Department contracts through, and SR 911 provides dispatch services for the Sheriff's Office, Modesto Fire, here Modesto Police, and we work with them, and they do a lot of heavy lifting to make sure that they provide the right information to our police officers out on the street. They're currently hiring right now, and you can go to governmentjobs.com and look a little bit further into that, but definitely a very important role, you know, one that we rely heavily on here at the police department.
Our next video is a robbery that happened at a convenience store here at a Valero gas station. A clerk was working inside, and a man had walked in and wanted to take some items, and in the meantime, without paying, and he struck and injured the clerk and then fled the scene. So let's take a look and see what happened.
They're responsible 232, the store owner.
Quarter run. Show me around code from Yosemite La Vista.
Yep. Then you start to 211. Another RPA reporting the scene. You think it's a transient HMA, not HMJ. Black shirt on a razor scooter. 232 the employee stole food and was chewing on the scooter eastbound on H. Henry.
41. I'll be just about 97 at the store. Any additional units in or out, so be well for anyone matching that description.
I copy you, 41.
Hello. What happened?
There was one homeless guy.
Okay.
This guy, he took this stuff and bag and some sandwich from that one. He ran out without making payment.
Okay.
I went after him behind this building. He's just stand by over there. I said, give me this stuff. Then hit me here
Okay. Did he just hit you with his fist or
with the fist.
with a fist?
The fist.
Modesto Q41, a photo of the suspect has been sent via email.
I copy. Photo of suspect sent to department email.
Can you help me with
Go ahead.
I got a subject detained that's matching the description of that 211. I'm over by the evidence annex.
I copy.
You have any guns, knives, hand grenades, anything on you you shouldn't have?
No, sir.
Anything that's going to poke me? Any needles?
No, sir.
Nothing like that?
No, sir.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I'd rather you be honest with me, okay? Because I don't want to get stuck by anything.
No, sir. I'm telling the truth.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Well, apart. I said for the part. And I was honestly just trying to...
Would you recognize him if you saw him again? Are you willing? So my sergeant just detained someone.
Yeah. Not this one. No.
Okay. Are you willing to take a ride with me to see if the person that we have stopped is the person who did this to you?
Yes.
Are you able to close the store for just a minute? Okay. Adam 19, Q41. We'll be en route for an infield. But you do not have to identify someone just because they're in our custody, okay?
Sure. I'll make sure that right person, okay? Not anyone else.
Adam 19, Q41. Go ahead and walk him out toward the street.
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. How confident are you in that identification?
200%, sir.
Okay. 200%. All right. And now I will take you back to the station.
They're going to take care of you, okay?
Okay, you're gonna have a seat in the
They'll
back of
explain
that
to you.
car.
Thank you.
You know, it's nice to see an investigation go full circle, and that's what we saw right there. You know, we have the initial response from the officers responding to this robbery that takes place. That officer does a great job of collecting a still photograph of the suspect from the victim and emailing that out actually to the responding officers. And in this case, Sergeant Fainter, obviously through the email, can see what the suspect looks like and then is able to identify the suspect when he sees him walking around. You know, that's kind of a new tool that we've been using lately over the last couple of years. You know, when I first started here, same for you, you know, we weren't doing that. We weren't sending out emails, but it's definitely a strong tactic that we've been using lately because, you know, sometimes we just look for a description of somebody and sometimes we have the convenience of actually having an actual photograph of the person. So the officers did a tremendous job of investigating that, locating the suspect, and then kind of really taking that case full circle.
So if you're out there and you witness a crime, and you could safely take a photo of someone, it's good to do that when officers arrive and you could show them. On a different note, we have these new stickers that Modesto Police Department has, and each month is something different. We started off with our Valentine one. It has a heart, super cute. And then March is obviously for St. Patrick's Day. And then we're gonna have a new surprise one next month. You can get one if you'd like. Some officers will have them on them. You can come down to the Modesto Police Department and grab one. And they're waterproof. You can put them on your water bottles, and they're going to be exciting. So just to see what we have coming up next.
Yeah, very exciting.
Looks like we have a question from Dougie Fresh in regards to recruitment. We have lots of positions open. We're hiring for our police officer trainee, a police officer recruit, explorers, cadets, several positions. You need to just go to our City of Modesto website and see what we're hiring for and apply.
Very good. So our next video, we've got a high-risk traffic stop that we're going to watch. One of our officers was actually en route to a different call for service when they discovered a stolen vehicle. Let's see how that works out.
So Q33 will be in front of the 7th Street Mini Mart off Main. Stay right there, don't move! I just need you to hold tight until we get more. Just stay right there, just be patient. Just stay there since there's a passenger as well. And we'll wait for at least 1 or 2 more. When another one comes, then we'll have Horton hold on that passenger and pull the driver out to this side.
Yep.
And then we'll work on that.
Okay.
Okay, come around to my side.
If you want to start calling them out.
Driver! Open the driver's door! Undo your seatbelt! And stand up out of the car! Face away! Face that way! Keep your hands up! Back up to the sound of my voice! Back up! Back up! Stop! Go to your left! Side step! Side step! Back up! You good? Back up! Back up!
Keep coming back, coming back.
Back up! Right there. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Passenger! Slowly open the door, keeping your hands visible. Take off your seatbelt and put your hands up the door. Put your hands on top of your head. Stop. All right. Keeping your hands on the top of your head. Walk backwards towards the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. You're guys. Keep going. Keep coming. Stop. Take 2 steps to your right. Perfect. Right there. All right. Keep walking back to the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Horton, you ready? Thank you. Sorry about that. Hey, you speak English, bud? Yeah. Okay, yeah, he speaks English. Hey, anyone else in the car? Anybody else in the car? Okay. Yeah, we can approach from this side.
Come back with me.
I waved them away.
You go to the passenger side. Unless the trunk.
You know, it's interesting to see the tactics the officers are using. Obviously, they're engaging with this suspect or suspects that are inside a stolen vehicle. And it's pretty interesting to see the way that they communicate amongst themselves and how they interact with the citizen to make sure that they take everybody out of the vehicle and take them into custody in a safe manner. You know, it's interesting to note, I guess the vehicle was actually a different color originally. It was gold.
Yeah.
It was gold, and then it was actually painted black by a suspect, and obviously to kind of mislead, but it was a little bit obvious, and it still did have the license plate on there. So
Those come back stolen. Obviously, if you run the plate, that didn't work to change the colors.
but it's always wise, right, as people that have vehicles, to do what we can to protect our vehicles, right? We can't stop, obviously, someone from stealing our car, but there's some preventative measures.
I would say like parked in a well-lit area, use the steering wheel locks, which is really important. Make sure you don't keep any of your personal belongings out in front where people can see them. And I've responded to a few calls recently where somebody had left the keys in the console as they ran into a store, ran into a school to pick up their kid, and people have jumped in, looked at it, and took off. So don't leave spare keys or any keys in the car.
You know, one of the other things that I haven't seen in a while, but it's normal, especially in the cold mornings like right now, people wanting to utilize their key, turn the car on, let the car warm up, they go inside, they get ready for work, you know, give it a few minutes and then come out to their nice warm car, right? Who wouldn't want to do that? But sometimes suspects are out and about, creeping around, and they take advantage of that and they take your car. So I haven't seen that lately, but I do know that sometimes it does happen, and we just need to be careful, and probably not a good tactic to use.
I think our property crimes unit has done a really good job out there, which has reduced that from happening. I think we are actually no longer in the top 10 of stolen vehicles, so obviously something's working what we're doing. They're doing a great job.
Very true. Now, we talked a little bit about hiring for police officer. We mentioned dispatchers at SR 911, you know. But I think it's important to mention the new park ranger position that's coming up. So I do know that this week, actually, our department was conducting interviews for that position. It is a police cadet position. Now, we've had cadets in the past, but this is going to be a little bit different. Park rangers, they're going to be a full-time position, and they're going to be responsible for patrolling and providing a police presence at our parks here in Modesto. And I don't remember the number, but I think there's 70 plus parks in our city. So, you know, for them to be able to give a little bit of focus towards the parks and kind of alleviate some of the responsibility that the officers have, you know, help make sure that people are staying safe, help make sure that the parks are staying clean. It's definitely going to be a fun position. We are still hiring for that position, so you can jump online and fill out an application, and we'll get you in for an interview.
And we're going to go into our next video, which is a catalytic converter theft. And if you happen to witness anything on any crime that's happening and you want to contact our Crime Stoppers, the phone number is 521-4636, which is obviously super important to keep that down. Okay, so the next video is, like I said, catalytic converters, where officers were dispatched to a report of 2 subjects that were stealing converters from a vehicle. They set up a perimeter, and when the officers got there, they were able to apprehend 1 suspect, but 1 suspect was hiding, and they sent one of our canines in there. So let's see what happens.
Those 2 dudes right there?
Negative. There'll be nobody in the balcony. They should be behind this white building where Sergeant's flashing his light. They're tucked in right there. Okay, copy that. There was a guy up there. Just move fast.
They're contained in this fence. Well, they can jump the back, though, no?
Got contact with 1. He's ordering him around the front. Ordering him around the front, sir. Straight down.
Come on over here. Have them go to this black fence here.
Hey, stop right there.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. All right. So, have them hop over there where you're at first.
I think we're in the wrong area.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Come on over here. Come towards me.
No weapons, nothing on me?
Go ahead. Hop the fence. And then face away once you come down.
Hey, you want me to bring this car forward?
Your buddy, can you call out to him and ask him to come out here so we don't have to go search for him?
That's on him. You know? I'm just doing this because I'm not trying to get bit by a dog, 1.
Well, he's going to get bit by a dog, and we have to do more paperwork that way, man.
I know, but he's his own man, bro. I can't make him do anything.
You want to just ask him?
What's his name?
It would be helpful for us.
I don't talk.
Just say, hey, buddy, I know you're in there. Just come on out, bro. He's going to get bit by a dog otherwise, bro. The dog is going to yak him up.
Okay.
You don't care about him.
I'm going to get you right now.
All right.
Hey, is there like an opening in that fence or something?
Do we?
Copy, units on the south perimeter, back up to the first line.
You guys want to get another announcement? Hey, Revere. Here. Cash. Revere. Here. Cash. Here. Is that where the other guy came from, that gate? both went that way.
Looks like there's an open door right there.
Yeah.
New rented back.
So there's an open gate and an open door.
Yeah. The doors where they burged, they ran where the open gate is.
Gotcha. Contact. He has contact over there.
Is the dog on?
Mendoza, you got contact?
Dog on?
You guys want to push up on this car and try to calm him?
Yeah.
Mendoza, is the dog on him? Post here. No, bathroom.
Bathroom clear? I'm right behind you.
All right, just keep eyes on him.
Right here. Dog's right there on him, on his arm. Right there. Show us your hands.
I have been.
Don't fight with my dog.
Don't fight with that dog.
Do not fight with the dog.
I'm not. Ow, please.
Hands up right here.
If you don't listen, you're gonna get bit again, okay?
Start EMR, please. They're staging advice on clearance.
Okay. It's just my leg hurts, man. That's all.
Go back that way.
Go ahead, on you. All right, we're clear.
Well, we just watched officers respond to a catalytic converter theft. You know, a citizen called in to Stanislaus Regional 911 and reported that these two subjects were breaking in and were stealing catalytic converters. At least that was the belief, and that was proven later during the course of the investigation. As the officers arrived on scene, they immediately took one suspect into custody and created a perimeter to contain the outstanding suspect. And then, as we saw there, they were able to apprehend the second suspect. So different tactics that were used there, obviously safety in numbers as it comes to the law enforcement officers that were out there, and then of course the use of the K9. You know, but something to think about, because catalytic converter thefts kind of have been skyrocketing in thefts lately, and you know, make sure that you know, or at least something to consider is taking your vehicle down to a local muffler shop here in town, and you can have your converter etched with a specific serial number so that it goes back straight to your car. So if it is taken, obviously it can be I guess reported back, and we'll know exactly right. So,
and like we said in the past video is you know, try to keep your cars parked in well-lit areas so that people aren't going to be crawling underneath there or people can see them. Okay, we're into our last video of the night already.
Already, yeah, it's flying by.
Fast, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, so this is an Amazon van that was stolen from a neighborhood, and there was a responsible that took it to I think it was by the Rayleighs, and
the Rayleighs, yeah.
And officers located the van and the suspect, and he had ran into a business there and was not cooperative. So we'll have to see what happens next.
Good. What I'm seeing is the responsible is grabbing at cars, asking for them to drag him around, asking people to kill him.
to turn myself at 8197.
Hey, it's me,
And medicine ready to do. What's the description?
HMA in 30s and 40s, black baseball cap, black and gray shirt. He's over here off to my left. Yeah, he's near the Cosmo proof. He's one of that boards brush business.
Hey. Hey. Stop right there. Put your arms up.
The cops are gonna kill him tonight. Yeah, I promise. So can you remember that? My phone number is for my.
Hey, relax, bud.
Stop. Relax.
Relax, bud.
I promise you guys, ladies. I wouldn't have came in here for no reason. Yes, please help me.
Go ahead,
Just
stand
remember
up.
my name. Right? My sister's phone number. Please remember that. Look at these cops. Tell me your name, please, officers.
Come on, bud.
Can you please tell me your name?
Go.
Please get the camera.
Go.
They're killing me tonight.
You guys have a good night.
That's. Why don't you just let them kill me right out there and get you? That's. Come on, you don't do that dirty work. Come on, boss, just
Hey,
let me go.
what's your name, bud?
X-ray 72.
Just let me go, bro. And I promise I'll let them handle their business. You guys won't be involved in it.
Copy her out. The Amazon van was taken from a O'Keefe court. I believe the driver's still there. And that van's supposed to be in front of Rayleigh.
Mary 81, I'll be checking the van.
Never.
Hey, have you seen the driver? Have you seen the driver for the van? Okay.
You're telling him he called me to 62. Hey, I'll come back up here real quick.
Come on, man, you ain't got to do it. Ma'am, please. My name is. Please, can you help me? My sister is a elementary Christian school teacher. Please, let them do it, man. They're hella deep. Come on, man. I ain't did nothing wrong to no innocent person or nothing. You guys know that.
All right.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
All right. You're good.
Please,
Go
man.
ahead, Brandon.
No, please don't get me in the car.
No, you're not. You're not right now, okay? You're good. You're good.
Please, bro, just keep me up, man.
All right, you're good, right?
You already got the cuffs on me?
I got you up.
Yes,
We're
sir,
holding
man.
you up.
Yes, sir, man. I ain't got no. You know I ain't disrespecting y'all not one bit.
We
I
get
ain't
it,
never
bud.
have. I've been in jail. I ain't never disrespected none of y'all. Actually, I'm part of your team.
Do me a favor. Check his waistband real quick.
I ain't got nothing, sir.
I
wouldn't lie to you.
HP, southbound 99.
You guys know how deep they are, so just let me handle your business. Please, that's it, bro. I won't bother no one else.
Nothing.
Nothing, bro. I'll go leave out that way. I'll go leave out that way, please. Hey, man.
Back here.
Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. Pleplease, man.
Take a seat.
Don't do with me like that, man.
Hey, listen. This
No,
can
listen.
get this can get a little difficult. All
No,
right?
but you know what, though?
Because we're
No, I don't know why you guys are putting your shit on the line like that. I don't know why you guys ain't putting your line on the line like that, man.
listen to me, okay?
Bro,
if you don't listen,
I used to be on CIs, man.
Relax. Listen to me,
I used
okay?
to tell y'all shit.
Listen to me, okay? If you don't end up going in the car, bro, you're gonna go in a rap, and that sucks. Trust me, that thing hurts.
Yes, bro. I
It's
just said.
uncomfortable.
I
It's
just
uncomfortable.
said. Can you let them handle their business, please?
So go ahead and get
Come
in.
on, man. Please, man.
Come on.
Go that side first.
Come on, bro. Not tonight, man.
Hey, go that side
You're
first.
gonna go in a
Please,
rap.
man.
Come on.
Come on,
Trust
man.
me. Trust me. Hey, I'm gonna give you.
I know, but you guys.
you know, when I watch a video like that, you know, I can't help but sometimes put myself in the position of, you know, what if I was just out with my family, you know, not as a police officer, and all of a sudden, right, you've got someone running through a parking lot, you've got all these police cars driving in with their lights on, police officers running around. You know, obviously it's something to consider, right, to be aware of our surroundings, and as citizens, you know, just to be aware and kind of be a good witness. You know, if you see something like that and you see police activity and you're driving into a parking lot and this is happening, you know, maybe a good idea to kind of not turn into the parking lot. You know, and then of course just being a good witness to what's going on and trying not to be involved. And obviously nobody did try and get involved here, but just definitely something to think about when you've got a suspect fleeing, running through all these different businesses and whatnot.
I do have to mention, because we talked about it earlier, if anyone, you're watching that video and you see that suspect in there and the officers, several officers in there, and everyone's obviously yelling, it's pretty chaotic. But those women that were enjoying their evening, making those signs or whatnot, they continued to sand and paint. So, I mean, maybe it was just not unusual for them to see that. But
yeah, they didn't
I
seem
thought that
too
was
bothered.
interesting. I think I would have stopped and stared. But, you know, anyways. Well, this is our conclusion. We're ending tonight, and you need to watch for our summer
show. Yeah.
Yes, we just don't know exactly when, so just keep an eye out for that. We want to thank all the viewers for tuning in and watching us, sending in all your questions. We really appreciate it. We also want to thank our behind-the-scenes crew. We couldn't do it without them. They're amazing. So thank you, behind-the-scenes crew. And it's always nice to do our Schuler and Schuler show.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for letting us into your homes, and we hope everyone has a great evening and a great weekend.
Thank you. Till next time.